Hello guys, how are you all doing? Nakimnati. So I just want us to update each other update ourselves on Nasdaq. So to analyze the current structures on Nasdaq and see if we can have the trading setups that are worth us taking risks on. Ne? So as always, we always start with the higher time frame and then work our way down. So on monthly, the zone below is marked here, and the price just fell short a bit by a small margin. But we can see it is reacting from that level, and then the zone above would be this one here. So we still have a huge space before you can hit that zone above. Ne? And let's go down to our weekly and see what is happening on weekly. What is that we can take from this? From weekly, the most important thing would be this bullish engulfing. We do have bullish engulfing here, which means we do have enough. The odds are still pointing to the upside, which means we still have a chance of hitting what? This. If the odds are still pointing to the upside, it means we still have a chance of the price pushing to at least this level. So that's because of what we're seeing on weekly, and the month is ending now. We are gonna end with the rejection bar, so which is also pointing to the upside for as long as we're gonna break above it. Then let's see on monthly. On weekly, the trend line is here. Trend line is there. So because of this pin bar, this engulfing, and the fact that we're getting some hit from the monthly demand or the monthly support, which means everything is pointing up. If I get a buy, I don't have to wait until the price hits this. Why? Because of what? Remember the structures that can be opposing or that can push the price against you. Yes, we understand the support, resistance, and also trend line. Meaning, if the price was to hit the trend line here, if I manage to get a buy, that's going to be my TP. I don't have to say, I'm waiting, I'm going to exit there. But what about this? Why one? So we can say, based on what is on monthly, we are still pointing to the upside. Let's check what is happening on daily, guys. You don't have to complicate things and then be introducing new items and stuff like that. On daily, we can also see that the trend line here, a bearish trend line, broken. We broke the trend line, which means that's a sign of bullishness. And the point number 2, resistance removed. We went above the resistance, which is also a sign of what? Of bullishness. So the next area would be this one here. So if we are buying, this is where we're going to exit. But remember, it must also align with what? If it is deeper than this, then we are going to use this one. Whichever one is hit first, we're going to use it to exit. Why one? Between that weekly trend line and this. Whichever one is hit first, that's going to be our area to exit. But we can see we went above that, and then remember we were having a discussion about this last week, and I hope you learned something there. So now, based on what is happening on daily, if daily is one of your trend line it's one of the trend lines in your time frame combinations, because remember I said we can all use the same method, but we are not going to trade the same time frame. Someone is trading weekly and daily, meaning for this person to enter, they are waiting for a daily zone. They are waiting to buy from this because they are trading weekly and daily. Someone is trading daily and H4. If they are trading daily and H4, they will be like daily is pointing to the upside, and then if I get a nice entry on H4 for as long as the trend line is still holding, I'll buy. So it all depends on the time frames that you're trading. So this is the area that is what it formed this move, which broke the trend line and also took out the resistance. So this area is strong. If the price comes back, it is worth a short. Then let's check what is happening on H4. We're going to be trading different time frames, whether you like it or not. Now we don't have enough amount of time on our hands. Some they just want to place trades and then leave them as they are. So last week before the market closed, we had said this is the nice area to buy from, and nothing has changed. You can see that the price was moving nicely. It was moving, pause, moving, and then look what is starting to do now. Compare that price action with the price action before. You can see we are running out of steam. We're no longer making those nice bars, or even if you're pausing, you must pause to show that you're kokamoe, and then you want to shoot again to the upside. But in this case, you're still trying to push up, but you're not convincing. You're just doing this. So we can see that if I was holding a buy, you must look to exit or tighten your stop loss. Move your stop loss very close so that if it reverses, it doesn't take your money. Right? So as it stands, we can say that we are waiting. We are waiting here. We are waiting here. We are waiting there. Then we're gonna take a shot, and let's see. Maybe in the afternoon, around 3:30, 4:30, 3:30, the price would maybe get the boost to go down and touch that. Then that's when you can buy. Right? But I'm not saying you should trade the move down. No, we are not trading the move down. We don't have reasons to sell. We are waiting to trade the move to the upside. Ne? But another thing to keep in mind on this time frame going, remember last week the price spent a very long time playing underneath here. It came, got rejected, went back, got rejected, went back, failed to break to the other side, went back. So you can see that this was at some point this was a very strong resistance area. Ne? And remember, there is that rule ring where they tell you that an old resistance, when it is broken, it becomes a new support. Something like that. I'm sure you've heard of this concept before. So in this case here, you shouldn't be surprised if you see the price battling to come to the other side. Why? So should it give you reasons to execute there? I don't know what type of reasons you're gonna look for, but now we didn't trust it. But still, it's a good concept where you're saying, because the price was struggling to go to the other side, now it is on the other side. For it to come back to the downside, it's not gonna be easy. So should it give you maybe pin bars or engulfing there, then maybe you can look to buy from there. Mara, the one that makes most sense, or the one that is much more reliable, it's getting it from here. But either way, you can bounce from this or it can do this. You can try your luck at both of them, but you don't just enter. You must wait for confirmation on both of them. Then you can enter. If the first one fails, you'll shift your focus to this one. Then I think that is it. Let's just check H1 for those who are trading H1. Nothing is convincing here. We can see the price is moving down, rest down, and then if you had the lever to say, I'll take that one, you would have gotten your trade there. But now I don't like this price action. It's too compressed, so I'd rather wait for it to give me something, then I can take it from there, or that zone that we identified, then I can take it from there. So if you were to look at smaller time frames, the last one that we always check, it's our M15. And remember, we had said there's that level of old resistance. I'm sure you still remember it. Let's just put the horizontal line so that when we go into different time frames, you can still see it. It was more or less around this level, and the highest point was this. Yes, so this was the old resistance area. Now it is broken. It becomes potential support. This. So let's go back to M15 and see where that is located. Okay, we're still falling short of it. So if you want to take trades from it, is another method that you can use, Goreng, because you can see that the price is giving you this. What you can do, you can put your trend line there and then hope that the price comes down, and then when it is broken, then you can look for demand and buy. This one has got a lot of admin. I would rather wait for that one at the bottom. Like I already said, it has high potential. It also has a potential of what? Of waking. It can work out. So that is it, guys. I hope the new structure, it makes sense and it shouldn't confuse you. It should not confuse you. There's nothing that's gonna say to you sell at this point in time. I'd rather wait for it to pull back. If it wants to pull back, then this is the movement that I'm interested in. Like I said, we don't catch the pullbacks. We wait for the pullback to complete and hit a zone that we want. Then we catch the coming impulse. All right, that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Just monitor this one this afternoon and see what happens. All right, sharp. Don't forget to like and subscribe there.